It's a map that Nip struggle on.
How much did it take out of Big? How frustrated are they? We just don't know yet.
It's a fair question.
2 HEs and a smoke, but well, there's a diffuse kit on Hampus. I spoke too soon. They have one. And we have a Deagle on Keto in the pistol round. All right, and a P250 on Xantares. Nork is pushing up aggressively. The bomb is right there, so if he gets both these kills, it'll be exciting. They're waiting for him. They do line up. Oh, there's the one. The follow-up, not gonna get it. Tabson saves the bomb. Now, there is a lot of action over at the A side in the meantime, but if he saw the bomb, which I'm guessing he probably did, well then, you know, he should know that this is not actually a push. Well, it is, but it's not actually the bomb getting down yet anyway. The trading continues, and now, weirdly, it's a 3-on-3.
And this is on Plopsky. Yep, Plopsky checking underpass to make sure that Tabson wasn't walking under there with the bomb. He put himself in a position to be able to hear, again, audio cues. Plopsky's really good at positioning himself on the map to get maximum information. But now it is going to be the 3 alive here for Big, and they should be getting the bomb plant. No smoke to help, though. No, but they have an HE on Plopsky in there, so I don't know if he's feeling bold. They had one on Hampus. I actually thought maybe they would try and just double nade the plant or something like that. Right. You could do that. You could still use it in the after plant, right? There are some pretty common positions that people go to, so maybe you could be lucky and just guess that. Xantares pushing into jungle. Plopsky is right behind him, and Xantares actually getting into a really powerful position. If you can stay in here and stay alive, it would be huge. There's the P250 getting fired, and he'll get shot in the side of the head. So now they have the smoke. They can either throw it on the bomb or towards the ramp, depending on how lucky they're feeling. But if you put it on that bomb, the pressure is on the T side. There's Keto with the one. Instant follow-up, though, and Tabson will get the kill, but they're inside already. Diffusing knife is out. He's not hitting them, and it'll be the round for NIP. Hampus, can he get the follow-up? Just the dirty shot? No, he can't. But still, that is the power of that smoke and defuse in a pistol round. That is exactly it. The kit, once again, the real hero in this. Without the kit, it's not happening. The smoke view is incredible. That's sick. But that is heartbreaking for Big. It feels like they should have had that all on lock. And Xantares really getting nothing from his position as well. Info, but no kill. He needed a 1-for-1 trade in that sort of scenario at least, and it just did not happen for him. Ooh, knocked, though. He got rocked in mid. And they bought. I mean, they're ready to fight here. Big, not holding back. Straight in with the AK, the Galils, the Scout, and the Deagle on Keto. So they just want to put the pressure on NIP in the second round already. And also, I mean, the slow pistol round also, I mean, that's Big just saying, okay, guys, I mean, you guys are expecting us to just kind of swing for the fences here. We slowing down the pace. We're way more confident on this map. We know that we can play a slow game on it. We don't need to go for scrimmy stuff and take big risks. We can just slow play it and grind you down. And that's the impression that we're getting here as well from Big. They go for the force buy, they have the rifles, and they slow play it. Not overextending, not trying to rush. I love the fact that NIP went, I mean, Nork pushing up to get that information. It takes the initiative away from the T side. And in Mirage is a map that lends itself to that. What a jump from Hampus. When you jump off the ladder like that, you get just a little bit of momentum boost as you come off. And yeah, you can move pretty quick if you know what you're doing. That worked out well. Searson goes down. He was very low on health already. Popsky, he's going to win the fight against Keto. So this is a great round. Right. They get a Galil picked up. They don't get the AK, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. It's all right at the end. Yeah, this is a good move. So, whoop. He knows, yeah, they're all going to be coming. You saw like 2 other people there. Well-timed. Really well-timed. Jump scare. Yeah, that's a horror movie moment there. I mean, Big, all right, so this Big and Vertigo, Mirage and Vertigo are Big's 2 best maps of the pool right now, it looks like. And so for them, like, I was surprised because Big had the choice between the 2, and they elected to go for Mirage instead of Vertigo. Now, I think I was talking with Pimp a little bit about it, where he felt that Nip were strong on Vertigo, and so maybe that's why Big, maybe they got some info that we don't. Maybe they've scrimmed against Nip or something. They know that Nip had been working Vertigo. Maybe there's some kind of element there. But when I'm looking at the ban right now, and I'm seeing Mirage as the second pick, I do feel like Big have given Nip just a little bit of a chance, because this is a map that everybody knows. And so maybe it's your best map, but this is still a map where Nip can potentially be at least a little bit more of a threat than on Vertigo, where there's a lot more structure involved to how a map should play out. Yeah, I think I kind of agree with that. And I mean, it's too soon to tell right now. It's just the early round, so I don't want to read too much into some of these early losses. Sure. But for NIP, it's really nice, you know. The 4 kills for Nork in this round. He was super aggressive for hunting them down. And, you know, they get into the 4th round with quite a bit of cash in the bank, where B could finally pick up some guns here. AKs and an AWP on Searson. Now, they have Plopsky and CTR, and even they actually have a lot of people that would
that have rifles that incentivize NIP to go pretty aggressive in this round. Like, because if you're holding far back on the A bomb side on that A ramp towards CT spawn with an MP9, then maybe not the best choice. So far, yeah, they are pushing CTR at least a little bit closer up to the ramp. Not really fully aggressive yet, but I would love to see them do that. And over at the B side, still finding the info.
Yeah, Hemp is pushing aggro right now. Gonna be clearing brown halls. Or brown halls. B halls.
That's dangerous. Nork and Tabson having a bit of a standoff. There's the MP9 up close. That works out real well. And Tabson getting caught jumping. About the worst possible start they could have had. And look at Hampus. He's already in T-spawn. They're locked in. They can't fall back. And worse, even for Big, they don't know that they're locked in, right? So NIP have the man lead. They have all of the information. And I think Hampus very smartly not going to try and keep pushing. He's going to fall back and hold this. Really, really smartly played here. No point in giving this up.
Does he wait for more? Yes, he does.
Yeah. But again, not even fighting it. I love this. Could he have instantly, got one and then the other and went for it? Yeah, maybe. But it's better to play it safe. It's better to make sure. Did go down at the end, but I mean, nearly a kill on xantares there. And now they're coming for them, not allowing any kind of a save or anything like that. This is very cool. Really fresh start here. And again, it's hard to know. I don't think it's like... I don't think Big were emotionally devastating losing that double overtime, but it does take its toll. And the problem is when you then get into this map and you go off on a 4-round losing streak like this, you're quicker to return to whatever feelings were at the end of the map, right? You're sort of, why can't we just pick it up,
Are you going to feel dejected? Or yeah, exactly. The morale is definitely taking a beating here, and I think that's why we're getting this tactical timeout getting called. Try and slow things down a little bit. It's the first one getting called here by Big. Tabson giving his speech, trying to get the guys confident and riled up again here.
Yeah, get them fired up.
And, well, I mean, this is the dude. And he abides right now, but we're not quite seeing him get involved in that coach role as much in terms of talking. Of course, we're not seeing him on camera that much either, but curious to see if that's a shift that's working out for Big right now, or not. We'll have to see how that goes.
Well, this 5th round, they've got some Tech 9s. Good for speed. Looks like they want to try that B bomb site. And again, I mean, if you get down there and you get the first kill, it can be worth it, right? That could leave one person on the bomb site. You could just overwhelm them. So here we go, timing. Ooh, from Plopsky, that's huge. And the counter Molotov coming out. He was really flashed. I don't think he had any idea what he was shooting at that point in time. So really important kill. And that slows it right down to a crawl. He did run out of bullets, and you need those.
You're just getting tagged into oblivion.
Yeah. So, I mean, losing a couple of players here, but not really such a big deal. Again, they're still making money. Look at the cash that they have. Basically having 4 people at about 10k at the start of this upcoming round. Oh, yeah, he just sees it when he's flashed. Shoots like a nice arc, just basically...
the heels out from under.
All over the place.
And Nock, no hesitation at all, goes straight for that AWP. But now we're going to get Searson with the AWP as well. On the T side for Big here. And a little bit quiet, Searson, on that first map on Overpass. Not quite dialed in. Here, we're going to see if he can actually come into his own and start punching above his weight for Big. And the answer is no. Plopsky's there.
Tamsin, it's very critical that he gets that return. Hampus inside of the bomb site. He knows they're coming. The flashes are everywhere. And he's going to be going down. Oh, that's real interesting. Bomb getting planted and not hoping for a kill so that they could set up some sort of retake. Tabson is up here. I really like this where you're sort of gatekeeping the middle of the map and he'll get one more kill. So that's smart play. Big, really quick to react. And yes. I'm trying to think. So because they get Plopsky in the middle on that catwalk, they can do the math, right?
Yep. That's all it is. They're fortunate enough to have that bomb in position to be able to just pounce on that opportunity. Cool, we kill the guy short. Should be one guy on B. Just smash him as fast as you can. Yeah. Campus eats that flash, so he has no chance. And that's just one of those rounds where very quick call and quick reaction, Xanders, you're right, allows for Big to just pounce on the opportunity. Still, 5 round start here for CT side Nip. That's not too shabby at all. And Nip, like you said, they've got quite a bit of money. It's not going to be today that they eco anytime soon here. So, well, this was tabseN bringing that kill back.
Yeah, and it is.
Here's the entry.
It's super significant, obviously, that it's actually plopsky that they get that kill on, right? Because they know the setup for NIP too. Like, they have an idea about how that works. So if they'd got some other kill, you know, if it had been Nork in that position maybe instead.
Sure.
Which could have happened. Like, they could have had a 3-man setup at B, but if they'd killed Nork there, I bet Big would have thought, oh, wait a minute, that's kind of the wrong player. That means it could still be plopsky and Hampers inside of the B bomb site. So just getting these kind of reads are important, you know. And this time, actually, Nork is over at the B-bomb side, and Plopsky's playing middle instead. So we'll see how this plays out. He does have the Org in there, so maybe that's just why they wanted the Orb over on this side. Flash in, and oh, wow. They nearly caught him. Deep nade, but Hampers is
Get out of
quick
here.
up and down. Oh, no. That seemed careless.
All right, at least TiJin, man, yeah, doesn't let him get out of that for scot-free. For free, rather.
Man.
4-on-4, though, this favors Big now. Nip are going to have to try and cover a little bit more ground. Rez is playing for info in mid, exactly. He is checking it out here to see if he can catch somebody unawares. tabseN once again lurking. Could actually catch this guy out. Rez going to get spotted, but he goes down.
Yeah, that's really tricky, but nice win for tabseN. And that sets it up. I mean, the only one that could really stop this from just collapsing on the A side is CTR. He's here. He's right inside of the other side of the smoke. Could be doing some work. He's got no grenades, so he's not going to get shot in the back, but he has no way of knowing that. So I don't know how much can you really rely on just one person to do it. And tabseN actually doesn't even go down. He just ran right in there. So Nork to try and save the AWP and a second round for Big. This is huge news, right? Like, again, they need to play themselves, I think, mentally back into this game. And getting a second round here, it's a pretty good start. It's also going to limit that CT side economy, which, if they can't save this AWP, is actually already going to be under a lot of pressure. So it's kind of on.
It certainly helps when the heavy hitter from the last round, from the last map rather, Rez, is not quite hitting those shots in the same way. He's not as dominant as he was on Overpass, and so it's allowing you to actually get some some key kills. And so tabseN with that duel against Rez there in mid. If Rez is going to allow for Big to establish themselves in mid and open up that A site in that way, that's going to spell problems for NIP. And so we need to see if Big Clan are just going to keep being able to isolate Rez and take these fights with him. Because I mean, if you realize, okay, Rez isn't hitting hard, and then ZTR, the new guy, is over here missing shots like this, well, then you're going to start trying to figure that out, and you're going to start trying to exploit that. Yeah. And so Big, name of the game for them now is to just put as much pressure as possible on those two players for NIP.
Yeah, I mean, that could definitely be, at least for as long as it lasts, right? Ooh, bit of a trade. Orb is down there, and they know it, and Nork is still hitting it. Now, TiJin is coming for him, and they both know this is going to be a really important duel. And if he wins it, and he will, he can have an escape, and suddenly the two players in the middle are isolated. They're down 2-4, and let's just see. Rez doesn't really have to overextend here, just has to keep an eye on, maybe do some damage, but he doesn't actually have to sacrifice himself. It'll be Nork to pick up the kill, and that will be the round. This is absolutely huge. If they'd lost this round in IP, they would have been saving, and Big could have gone, you know, for something like a 4-5 scoreline, but it goes the other way instead. Wow, that's a huge save. And Nork he's on fire right here.
The bear has awoken, Anders.
That's true.
Bjorn standing up behind him, getting pumped, getting ready to go here, ready to kick some ass. His Nip, they are looking so good. And you can see the frustration evident. I mean, TiJin knows he should have that angle every day of the week.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
It's just the right eye. It's the way that he's gonna see his opponent before his opponent sees him. And so for him to just go down like that without a fight, that's really unfortunate for TiJin how that panned out.
He had that migraine massage going on, like trying to.
Yeah. Kind of reminiscent of dupreeh. I'm guessing that's just the impact, the effect that Nip are having on their opponents right now.
Yeah, that is true. And Nork again, opening up this round with a kill, taking down csgopolygon. Now they're getting deep in on Catwalk. This is pretty exciting. Plopsky knows, but it's some pretty late information. They're going to be on the bomb site, and if they lose one of these fights, they could still be in trouble here in IP. So I kind of like this one Big. They got deep into Catwalk before they ever spotted. So let's just find out here. Hampers, he's still hidden. Nork goes down. No one has checked it. No one will check it. And Hampers, that's a critical shot. Taking a kill. Plopsky can't see anything, but Hampers is there for the backup. Huge kills. And that'll be Plopsky to finish it off, but it's really Hampers that is the main guy in this round. The fact, especially that second one, that was absolutely critical.
These guys look like they're having so much fun on Nip side as well. When things are going well, man, you're just on the top of the world, and that's exactly how those guys are feeling. This is fantastic. Nip are currently just destroying Big. 3 players surviving. These rounds aren't even close. And you can see the frustration evident on the side of Big Clan right now. It is not looking good. NIP now 7 rounds and continuing to challenge mid. Knocked once again in mid with that AWP, just looking to take these fights. They're playing with so much confidence right now, NIP. Not holding back whatsoever.
Playing with a lot of confidence, but not yet anyway that, you know, that energy that lets you lose rounds. Like, we're not seeing them go fight meaninglessly and just throw guns away. Ooh, that's probably could have been a kill, but no, can't be killed apparently. Not possible. Tizian and then Tabson down next. And some pistols in the middle. A little bit of an aggressive fight there from Hampus. Again, definitely not necessary. And some danger here, but Searson's going to get tagged. Rez almost caught, I think, reloading then. So it's xantares on his own. And he's going to get found. It will be 8-2 in favor of NIP. And Nork is clocking in at 15-4.
I take it back, Rez. He is definitely starting to wake up a bit here in mid.
He's doing more.
Anti-frags, sure, but it is definitely not looking too hot here. We're getting our second timeout called by Big. And now we're seeing the dude chime in a little bit here at the beginning. Perhaps he's picked up on a trend. I mean, what is it that you need to say? Because it doesn't feel like they're making tactically unsound calls here, Big. They're just not really hitting their shots.
It's curious. Like, we've seen 10 rounds on Mirage and not a single default they execute.
True.
Which, I mean, you have to do it, but
Big have good. I mean, they're up to date on the meta as well when it comes to execute. So you would think.
It's just also sometimes you just also want to test it because, I mean, there's a reason why that execute is the default. Like, it's got a track record that's pretty good, and if for whatever reason the CT side doesn't, you know, successfully defend it, you can just keep doing it. So yeah, it's a little bit curious that we haven't seen that out of them. They seem to be really happy about going catwalk and B, and I'm a fan of that too. But I'm still wondering why they haven't tested some of the slightly more default stuff here. That, I think, is one of the maybe, but the other thing is obviously BX economy has been really messed up.
Yes.
So that is definitely also working against them, and well, we see the results.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we see it with Big now actually going for the mid crunch. So finally doubling up an underpass, doubling up at top mid, looking for to punish any aggression from Nip. And it just so happens that Nip aren't giving them any opportunities here. Sure, you can have mid, that's fine. We're focused on it, and it's looking like Nip were kind of... I mean, with ZCR push close to ramp like this, they were kind of thinking perhaps that this could be the round where Big did go for some kind of A play.
Yeah. So now, but if they come up connected to the A-bomb site, there are actually a lot of ways this can work out for Big, especially if xantares gets the right timing to get even 1 kill. That would be huge. So if he goes too quick, yeah, he could die and then it could all be over. But if they time it right, it's going to be interesting. He's already made some noise, so they know that someone's up here. Don't know if I agree with that. That's a lot of damage through. That actually almost went horribly wrong. 40 seconds, and they're pushing in. Straight headshot from Hampus, but he can't follow it up. CTR turning around, doesn't want to get flashed, and somehow Tabson is quick with it. They line up for a kill, but only going to be one of them there. Now it's a 2-on-2, and the bomb being attempted on the other side. Plopsky, I don't know if he can stop it from this far away. He's not going to attempt it. Instead, it's a 2-on-1 as Tabson goes down. Plopsky just patient. And now, Citizen, what do you do here? They have smokes. If they put up a smoke on that bomb, he might be toast.
Plopsky has a second smoke as well. But he's got the bomb planted for him, so he knows that there's a position. It's just he doesn't have an AK. This is a nightmare situation here, Anders.
Oh,
unless that happens.
Yeah, I mean, and now the smoke, I mean, Plopsky has it, but he's just walking right in. Citizen, lightning fast, takes him down. No smoke was ever deployed, and I'm not sure I agree with that, but regardless, it's a good round here out of Big, even though it did almost blow up for them. This is so dangerous. Again, I think CTI, and a lot of times he'd get a kill right there. He'd at least get one of them.
But I think this may be him trying to adjust to, again, you know, we have to take into account he's adapting to elite level CS now, right? On the fly, on the spot, here online, maybe not getting these flash timings down, because you pointed out, right, he's turned away. He may be expecting that flash, and so he's going to get picked off rather than taking that fight. It just doesn't work out for him that time. But you're right, given the fact that xantares makes noise up in Palace at 40 seconds, 35, 40 seconds like that, it's got to be a dead giveaway at that point. And you did see the reaction from Nip. They knew then, that's A. So everything was set for Nip to lock down A site, and they couldn't execute. They didn't quite get the shots. So now Big have bought themselves another chance Couple of Galils, though, just so they can afford some nades. But they've gone back for a rinse-repeat kind of scenario here where they're going to get that mid-crunch going.
Yeah, ooh. They must have seen that. I don't know. I think they saw Hampus. I don't think they realized that could have been the end of Tizian right there. Now they definitely know, but they've smoked it off so he can just escape. And they can't Molotov him out or anything. They're looking for a similar kind of setup against xantares up the hallways. Tabson to take down Nork, but revenge. And the bomb drops in middle. And now, yeah, chaos all over the place. I think there's a Molotov up on the bomb and trying to get in through the window somehow. Tizian will win the fight and no scoped. Oh dear. Some very weird fights being won here by Big. I think they should have lost at least the window fight, at the very least.
Sure, and now Rez is trapped. xantares putting some pressure on him. Oh, he still gets out and gets a kill!
Yeah, xantares wants to do it, and they knew Rez. They're both low on health. Searson is on the other side. Rez, he's going to walk straight for it, and again, it is Searson to save the round. Back-to-back clutches for him, and we go into the 13th round. Man, this is so weird. This is becoming a really freaky game.
Yeah. Okay, let's see this, though. This is the window duel over again now as Tizian.
There's nothing pretty about that.
Yeah. Man, Searson, that timing. It's just outrageous.
Fair play. I love Tabson when he's doing this.
Dude, he's just getting them. I mean, he's got to do something to get these guys fired up. I mean, Searson back-to-back clutches, and the guy looks like he's about to go out and pick up some milk like he didn't. You know, there's no reaction at all. You know, just like, oh. He's
in the zone now.
Another day running errands.
Don't even think about it. Well, we've got 5 deagles in play. Let's see how that works. Some of the time, it just works.
I'm curious. I mean, they were the ones pumping deagle numbers on the first map.
Well, here we go. They're going right for it again. Up the connector. That's the 3rd round in a row that they're basically running the same strategy. xantares in a slightly different place, but I don't think it really matters. And yeah, they're going to guess someone's in here. Hiding in the smoke, I don't think will save them very long. Plopsky, not really a clean kill there. Oh, and they're coming through. He actually gets another one. Could there be a 3rd one for the lineup? They actually make it work. Plopsky with the headshot, and just like that, it's a 2-on-5 into a 1-on-2. And Plopsky just getting away with way too much. Big could have definitely ended that much quicker. Now sneaking through his Hampus. Doesn't get that one. There's a follow-up, and he nearly has it. Searson, could he save them again? Could he clutch it one more time? Hampus goes for it, and Searson to the rescue.
Again. Unbelievable with how close these things are right now. And that is one big deagle round coming in for Nip where they were so close. Let's see it again here from Plopsky's position, yeah.
Again, these are the rounds. This is exactly the kind of round where when I was watching yesterday on Inferno versus OG, that made me think, man, Big are not looking that confident. Because if you win a round like this, you're not going to be thinking like, yay. You're just thinking, oh man, why were we losing that round to begin with? Why was that happening?
Yeah, they're lifting some heavy weights right now. That's for sure. And now we're going to get the change up here from Big where they're going towards A, and Nip have stacked it. 4 players on the A side, Hampus alone towards B. And this is an eco round coming in from NIP. So they are going to go for a bit of a gamble. It makes sense. Unfortunately for Big, however, it's looking like they're going to walk right into the trap.
I mean, it was kind of a similar setup last time, right, on this. So you know, trying it again. Plopsky, more kills coming through. But, yeah, he's going to be forced forward. And this time it worked way better for the T side. So job well done. That's nice to see. The fact that Big are up to 6 rounds now, I actually think they've established enough of a foundation on the first half here that they're not just going to get wiped out. So I'm excited to see that. I think that's good news. I really want to see Vertigo.
This is a big save from for Big, and it's not even like this is still such a heavily... It's still a CT-sided map.
Yeah.
And now they've put themselves in a position to get 7 rounds on the T side going into the second half. I mean, this is a big recovery coming in from Big, considering it was a 5-round lead for NIP at the beginning of the half. And then a following 3. I mean, it was 8-2.
Yep.
And now we've had 4 rounds in a row for Big.
Yeah, I think they're building something really nice here. I think if it finishes 9-6, I mean, still a pretty good shot for NIP to win the map. But
here's your A default.
Yeah, and now they're going to go really quick, in fact. Not even setting up many of the grenades. They're coming in essentially as they're running onto the site, so it's like a sped-up A default, really. Nork getting the kill, though, and... Was there a flash kill? No, he shot him, surely, right? I might just be hallucinating. We'll find out. 3 versus 5. The bomb is down, but how do you hold on? Well, csgopolygon is walking up behind, and he's just made it his mission to try and save big in every single round. So this one is going to be a little bit more difficult, but maybe he can. Quick to get that shot. Not trying to line anyone up this time. He's forgot about that. Tizian with a double kill, and just like that, they're into it. Nork jumping forward. He knows someone is out here trying to no-scope him. He misses once, and he's not going to get another chance. 7-8 in favor of NIP at the end of the half. That's a really great comeback for Big. Let's see if they can follow it up in the second half after the break.
Some noise over towards B, and then the rest of NIP are geared up to go towards A.
Yeah, they're going to have one smoke and a flash, and then it's going to be all business. Tizian already actually taking a lot of damage, and that will keep the people over on this side. Like, they have to stay honest, especially when he's low. So only 2 people, but they have USPs, so that might not matter. And you see exactly right. tabseN just instantly getting that kill on Rez, pushing through his Plopsky. And they have no idea that there's someone hiding in this close corner. Nice shot from Plopsky. He still doesn't know, and eventually he's going to get run down. But the bomb is planted, and it's a 3-on-4. A couple of people real low on the big side, and CTR pushing through, instantly taking down tabseN. Not getting caught sleeping, it looked like. So now it's all on CTR. He is... lost Hampus in the back fight there. Good headshot on one. Can he get another? He can indeed. And Tizian is 1 bullet away, and it'll be a 1 versus 3 quad kill at the end for CTR.
Look how cool it is. There it is, buddy. This is everything he hopes for. Series of duels. You give me the USP, and then you face me one after another. I'll take those fights every day of the week. What is this, FPL?
Yeah, like he was essentially, a super experienced player that had just a lot of years behind him, which we know is not true. So, like that's not. It's hard not to lose your cool, even if they are giving you some of the fights and whatever. But it's a pistol round, right? They don't even have the grenades to get rid of him. Later on, yeah, they'd smoke him off or do something else. But now it's tricky. That's a huge round.
Oh, there's only so much that tabseN can do, Anders. Individually, right now, 15 kills, 3 assists. He is. He's doing a lot to try and lead from the forefront, but that's a major issue. I mean, tabseN, yes, he can shoot, and we saw that on Overpass as well, where he was towards the top of the scoreboard. But you need the rest of the team. He's not supposed to be the one doing the heavy lifting here, and so he's doing everything he can to try and lead by example. But the rest of Big need to start waking up and hitting some shots for Big to stand a chance.
Yeah, definitely agree. P250 at this range is a 1-shot headshot, so that lines up. That's so good. csgopolygon and then Keto, they just walk in to a 3-way crossfire and get absolutely blown up. Hampus and Nork, Mac 10s here. I mean, there's not a lot that they could do. Ooh, caught mid-air. That's going to be a cool shot. That's incredible timing. And I think NIP just, out of all the places that they could have been essentially attacked there, that was, they were so confined, they stood on top of each other. It's just the worst outcome. Great round. That's massive for Big, right? Losing the pistol, but fighting right back.
Yep, no conversion for NIP, no chaining it together. And so NIP, they win both pistols, but contrary to the first half where NIP were starting to just get the ball rolling, they are not able to push any further here. And so with that, and he actually just ditches it. Seriously, going for that Mac 10, hoping to farm up more money towards that AWP in the next round. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Because he has no fear when it comes to opping on this map. He will hold and lock down mid and connector. And it gets very difficult to deal with him. And so I'm excited to see some more play here from csgopolygon, as this is really just turning into a very nice anti-eco here for Big.
Yeah, putting some pressure on, not allowing NIP to set up slow deagle snipes or anything. They just get wrecked right away. Good job all across the board. Only the 1 kill for csgopolygon, but whatever. It's fine. It's all good. They're tied up 9-9. And let's see. I mean, one of the things that I enjoyed for NIP when they were on the CT side was at least some of the rounds, them trying to sort of take away a little bit of the initiative of Big on the T side. They were like sort of trying to put some pressure on them, whether it be hallways, sometimes in middle. I mean, not nearly as much as maybe I would have wanted, but I thought they did it enough that it was interesting. I'm curious to see if Big will try and do that too, because I think, watching some of the other maps that they've seen so far in the tournament, that Inferno game, for instance, sure, Big were pretty good at finding info. Oh, dear. Well, they do not have any armor in the middle, so I guess it makes sense that they get slaughtered, but that happened pretty quickly.
Yeah, csgopolygon, chill. You don't want to be losing an AWP versus an eco. There we go. Nicely done.
He's just guessing. But yeah, like that's so... What I don't want to see is a big team here that just allows NIP to, take middle or stand outside of the A bomb site and just, freely execute into A Oh, well, yeah, they lined up, didn't they? But it wasn't even the same guy getting the kills, but it looked like it was.
Well, now they're into double digits across the board here. So some feel-good frags there for Big. That's great. That's what you want. But now you need to get it done against rifles. And so this is going to be the true test. We do have Searson with the AWP now, though. So that's something to keep in mind here. Big have got that firepower. And he is prone to go towards mid. He likes to camp out towards window, but he'll also try and play from connector. He is pretty mobile around the mid of the map with the op. So Nip, we'll see if they take that into account. I'm pretty sure Threat has done his homework.
I think they actually wanted to really sell that B hit, and the Molotov sort of slowed them down. This could get a little bit awkward. They're still doing it. They're coming through lower or underpass there to try and do something, but just a trade for now. Plopsky snuck in, and that is a really cool idea, but they don't get the reward. This feels like a very disjointed round for NIP, and I think it's partly because they got slowed down in doing what they wanted to do over at B.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, this is where you should be thriving if you're Big, right? You get it chaotic. Nip still going to be figuring it out, this finer details, and so this is where you can try and get the punish in. I mean, it is going to be ZTR. Let's not act as if everything changes when one player changes, right? So like ZTR, he's going to be the one who's kind of slotting into the team more than the team playing around him. But there is still just that little bit of an edge that Big will have in these chaotic situations. And so Tabson, he is about to go for the big flank here. He is going to hamstring Nip in a second unless they decide to push quick. That's unfortunate.
Well, a little bit of a whiff, but yeah, they're going to be fine anyway here. North could do some damage to the economy. He's going to go straight for the bomb plant. That's pretty
big.
Cool, yeah, that's going to give them, on top of the round loss bonus, some decent cash to work with. Good news. Good job. I don't know. I think what they would have done if this hadn't happened, they would have like run in towards the B hallways and you know, taken a couple of shots, maybe got a kill or something, and then I think maybe they would have been quick to retreat down underpass and go straight to the connector in A, and then followed up with a bomb that was over there in the A bomb site and just try to make it like an A split.
Mm-hmm.
But because they got weirdly slowed down, that none of that really worked out. Like it just didn't. So 11-9, Big with a 2-round lead, a pretty good economy all things considered, even losing a couple of players maybe. And NIP, I don't know. The bomb plant means technically they can buy, but it's gonna be a pretty bad buy.
So what's cool about this is the guy in the beanie standing up behind there. He's a 3-time gold medal Olympian. So
in what? You know that?
Actually, I don't know that. I think it was rowing. But yeah, rower, Olympic rower, dude.
Damn.
Like a savage, an absolute savage of a human being. And he has been part-time as like a performance coach for NIP, and now apparently he is fully committed to the team, full-time in Stockholm, non-stop. And so
sweet.
Very curious to see like what he can bring to the table here for NIP, because clearly, I mean, if he's gone from part-time to full-time, it's doing something here. And Threat really seems to be getting these guys on board as well. So I love it. This is, I mean, it's exciting times here for Swedish CS, because we could be witnessing actually like that next step, that next development here of the next generation of Swedish talent.
I really hope so. I think that's cool. I mean, it'd be fun to get some sort of interview with him at one point to,
yeah,
you know,
David McGowan, if you want to go and look him up.
Yeah, that could be fun, because, you know, it'd be interesting to hear if he got that like competitive taste, you know, once he looked at the game, you know, like that he got from rowing, you know, like you know, I'm sure people like that are super driven to win all the time. So, you know, did he get a taste of that, you know, watching Counter-Strike and just wanted to test it out? Either way, I'm kind of interested how that works out. Here we go. 3 Deagles, 1 Mac-10, 1 CSET 75, and NIP. Again, these rounds can be dangerous even if you have the better weapons. One little mistake, you slip up and you get the wrong death somewhere, it can really backfire. So they're set up really defensively. They're far back. They're not giving them much to work with here. So that's probably good for Big. But they're also letting Hampus in. Oh, nice catch.
Yep. Hampus, I'm pretty sure he got giddy there, thinking that he managed to slip through. Yeah. Unfortunately for him, that is not going to happen. And the rest of NIP are ready to pounce. Keto going to eat that flash. Perfect.
There's that shot, though. Keto goes down. Rez with a last-second headshot, and he's going to go straight for it, taking down xantares, and it all falls apart. Tizian, 1 versus 3. He's going to go take that fight, and yeah, they should at least get the bomb down here. He might still win it. He has a Molotov, so he could try and force them out from behind the boxes, but it looks like it's going to go in the wrong corner. They're both hiding back there, trying to duck. Don't want to get shot through the box, which is definitely doable. And now he's looking there on top. A little bit of a peek, but yeah, they're not giving him anything else, and now they're just camping him out. They're just waiting. Why would they do anything else? He does have a kit, but still, time is going to be running out here. And Tizian, all of the pressure on him. He has to make the move. Oh, one of us escaping. That's huge. A little bit back around the corner. Plopsky, so smart of him to go here. A little bit of a jump, and he comes off the bomb, and it's NIP to pick it up. Plopsky, that escape there is massive. It's so important.
It changes everything. If they're both sat there, he wins that dual Tishin. He wins that clutch and gets it. But Plopsky managing to make his way around that corner in CT, that is everything. And here is Rez showing up. 2 monster kills that change everything in the round on this eco. You think it's a wash, especially when Hampus gets caught at the beginning. You're just thinking, okay, anti-eco round, big clan will farm it up a little bit. But again, it's just showing how lethal these pros are with deagles. You know, you put that in the average, you know, in the hands of an average player, and that's just not happening. But you give a deagle to a pro, and all of a sudden it's headshots from across the map.
Okay. Well, CTR just took that on himself. Those are the kind of players that are, you know, you call those out of spawn, right? You just say, let me just run a ramp and get this guy. And he did. I like that. Now, Sirsin is pushed up really far. And if he keeps pushing, maybe he could catch CTR and get some sort of revenge. He can't scope or unscope now, so he's committed to this fight, but it's looking really good. He's almost got the right idea, but he's going to start to fall back. Oh, no. If he'd stuck around, he would have had the kill for sure, but how's this going to work out? Middle, there's going to be some pressure put on here by NIP. If they win this round, again, look, there's not going to be that much cash on Big, so even though they had a pretty good economy, on that CT side, it goes away quickly. Tizian just up to the corner. The flash in is so good. And Rez will take him down. And now they have to think about whether or not they want to give up this double AWP here, Big. No, it sucks to give up the round, but at the same time... Oh, wait, what is that? He did a 360 to kill him. All right. He did the full turn.
He did the full turn, and now you're doing the full back, and you are getting out of dodge if you are... Big, and I'm really, I mean, it's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning of the half here, where we need to see an individual, we need to see some of these stars, these heavy hitters step up for Big, because it can't all be Tabson. But I mean, as it stands still, Tabson's the one, 130 ADR. Runner-up is at 77. So I mean, it's just, Tabson is doing the majority of the work right now on this team, and it's still a question of whether or not he's going to be able to do enough to keep them on life support long enough for the rest of his team to start waking up and getting that confidence, or if Nip are actually going to manage to pull this off and take it in 2.
I mean, he was not even put on life support. He was put to sleep by CTR.
That was sick.
That's a very, very cool. The raw timing of it, even though you know it could get... I mean... That's pretty good. Some pretty good. Here we see whoop whoop whoop. Just the mouse.
Dude, he's still just chewing gum. No worries.
Like, oh, hold on. He's wearing the wrong uniform.
Not stressed at all.
I guess not.
Sirsin does not look pleased right about now.
You can't blame them. I mean, the pressure is mounting. It's 11-11 again.
Oh man. Keep in mind, again, this is it's the same scenario as against Astralis yesterday, where Nip have nothing to lose. You know, like the Nip is just, this is all gravy train for them right now. Whereas Big, everybody's watching them going, dude, Big, what's going on? Same thing as yesterday for Astralis, where Astralis are not winning. We're seeing the same kind of scenario here from Big, where the heavy favorite, Nip are currently ranked 18th in the world. Big Clan are ranked 4th. There's a massive difference between these two teams in terms of performance, and yet it's Big who are struggling to stay alive to look like they have any chance of winning this right now.
Yeah, but put it like this: Nip aren't playing like the 18th team, the 18th best team in the world right now. They're outplaying their own rank a lot. So yeah, I mean, I agree definitely that, you know, there is like a little bit less pressure maybe on NIP, but I don't think that's the only thing that's in play right now. Nice boost, nice shot, taking down Sirsin. Man, this again, it's the level of focus. It's not that NIP are making no mistakes, but they're avoiding a lot of the mistakes that you could easily make under pressure. Nork gets a kill, Xantares gets up the ladder, that's pretty good, but he's just gonna get overwhelmed. And Tabson and Tizian moving close. I'm shocked they even win that fight. The M4A1 gonna be going down afterwards, and Tizian has to just stay away, basically. There's no reason for him to go and fight this 1 versus 3.
I don't have that at the tip of my fingers right now, but I'm really curious. Like, how many times is Tizian alive, the last alive? Across Overpass and across Mirage right now. I mean, he overperformed on Mirage, on Overpass rather.
Yes.
Individually, Tizian, but right now he is definitely struggling on Mirage.
Oh man. Well, that is going to be NIP taking the lead, 12 to 11. And now the money is... that's going to be one of the big, or the main factors here for the rest of the half, I think, for either team, really. It's not like NIP have a lot of economy, but definitely better than big at the moment. Yeah, this is just it's a really cool boost. Not at all risk-free, right? Like, there's a lot that goes with that.
Looking through right now, I mean, in terms of individual performance, you know, Knock plus 19 after that map of Overpass. He is way up there now at the top of the pack when it comes to performance. Top 3. Rez caught up with him as well. Hampus, like everybody on NIP, is starting to look better and better, whereas Searson, he's dropped a few ranks down. So, big on an individual level now, they're having trouble keeping up with the Swedes.
Now they have that one M4, a couple of Deagles, a 5.7. And NIP just going to be going straight for the B-bomb site where nobody is. So, this is what a great find.
Straight out, it's 50-50. 50-50. But they get to just go ahead and push on through. Bomb will get planted, and even had there been pistols, it's looking like they managed to call the situation correctly here, NIP. Trying to keep this M4 in play big, and this is Hampus again on his own. He tends to be playing that lurk role. Can he stay alive, dude? He's doing everything he can to buy time.
That's so sweet.
Unfortunately, he kind of donates that AK, and so that's not exactly what he was hoping for here.
Deep nade. Oh, Nok actually wall banging him? What? Where did he get that shot from? Oh, man. I need a replay. 4 versus 3. Maybe it wasn't as crazy as I thought, but maybe just shot him through the wooden railing there. Maybe that's what happened, but it looked really weird. Yeah, so, I mean, some late kills in this round, but it's still 13 to 11. Yeah, okay, so he just says, you know what? Boom. That's it. It's gone. You're not excited at all. All right. Well, if NIP finish first in this group, think of how amazing that. Like, you get put in the group with the best team in the world and the 4th best team in the world, and you finish first. And then, you know, obviously, this is going to matter, right? Because of the rankings and because of trying to get into the global finals or the world finals. So at the end of it, right? That's what you want, right? Even if it's going to be maybe hard winning this season, because again, like none of these teams are out yet, so it might still be tough to beat, you know, NIP and all the rest of them later on, or not NIP, but Astralis and everyone else later on. You still want to get as high as you can on that scoreboard, so you can up your chances of actually getting there. Oh, Hampus, that's a nice return. Dropping xantares. Searson is here. Tabson is here. And he's going to push in. Actually trying to fight them before they get out onto the bomb site. Tabson, all of the fire right at his feet, but he's still just pushing into the fight. And that is a massive double kill. Nork, I don't think he could save them this time either. Missed flick back in it. All right. Just dueling it out. Everyone wants to take a swing at Nork here. Don't overdo it, though. I mean...
He is stuck now.
Yeah, that's also why they need to stop fighting, right? He's going to get shot at the back of the head. And it will be 12 to 13. Man.
Well, kind of to expand on your theme, Anders, actually. I mean, just imagine if you can dodge the bloodbath. That is going to be the showdown as well.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom 2 in this group. In these groups, all week long, we have another 2 groups coming at you guys. But bottom 2 teams, they're not eliminated, but they go into a relegation tournament where there's going to be a whole bunch of other hungry qualifying teams, and only 2 teams from that tournament go on to the main event. Yeah. So that is, you do not want to wind up in that one. It is going to be an outright bloodbath.
It'll be very, very hard to get through for sure. And again, you know, yeah, that's what they're fighting to avoid right now. So for NIP, I mean, it's not just a matter of finishing out first in the group and getting, you know, like being proud of that. It buys them so much if they can do that. And that'll be interesting to see if it's going to be possible. They're 3 rounds away, so it's on this. Double up, though, on the big side. Definitely not to be underestimated either. And Nork taking a bit of an angle, hoping for someone to get greedy, while the rest of NIP are, you know, taking mid slowly, but surely.
Indeed. They are going to get control here. Hampus setting it up with that molly. And while they found success with this B flash before, it's looking like they're going to go for it. Zetzion catches, taps and peeking. No heroics this time from the in-game leader.
That was so close as well to hit the timing. Now, Rez will go down, so it's a 4-on-4. Ooh, bit of a tag right through the box. Searson, he's not enjoying that. And the follow-up shot takes him down. The grenades were there, and now Plopsky gatekeeping this catwalk and taking down xantares. 45 seconds, and Tizian and Keto it would be a heroic performance if they could turn this around and win the 2-on-4. But that's actually what they need to do right now. And Keto not even close to ready. Up on the ticket booth asking for people to show their tickets, and then they didn't buy any.
They didn't buy any, and that's very expensive in Sweden.
Yeah.
Can speak from experience. You do not want to get caught with that fine.
Nork.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it'll cost you the map, right? 14-12.
Dude.
This is absolutely wild.
Anders, they're 2 rounds away from going 4-0 in the groups.
Yeah.
4-0, not dropping a map against Astralis and Big? Get out of here.
Badass. So Launders earlier was tweeting NIP era. It's early to call it, I'm not going to lie, but...
He's just calling that because he predicted them today. Freaking mad lad.
Yeah. Listen,
so did you, Anders, so get out.
We're in on it. We're in on it. I like it. I like the... you know, if you're going to be tweeting like that, you should do it early, right? You should just go all in. I appreciate that kind of thinking.
So we've been waiting a long time for Swedish CS to return.
Oh, the timing on that flashbang. It actually followed him out of the smoke. But somehow Hampus is still alive, and that means they can't go rotate to B, where the real action is, and they've already taken it over. So, I don't know, I mean, Hampus didn't get any kills, but the fact that he stayed alive for such a long time, that bought like an extra 4 or 5 seconds, which is a lot in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and that's going to put Nip onto match point here in a moment. If they hold this vision, yeah, he is going to fall.
He was dancing well, though.
He was. He had quick feet there. He was juking and jiving, but sorry, bud. It's just not going to happen. And this is going to put Nip up on match point, and so far, Big looked just utterly stumped. And just think, you're going to... I mean, if Big dropped down to lower bracket, they're playing either Astralis or OG. So they did beat OG 2-0 yesterday.
I've been lied, they're playing Astralis.
But, yeah, okay. So... we could get Big going up against... well, you know, Anders, then it would just be the rematch a little bit later, right, between Astralis and Nip.
Yeah, very likely. I love everything about this. I think it's very exciting. I had almost no expectations out of NIP.
Sure.
I just didn't know what to think, but...
To be fair, it feels like it's the rest of the team that's really coming online here. It's not no pressure falling on ZTR. He's bottom fragging for his team, but Rez is right there with him. But then the rest of the team are just clearly in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Plopsky with 22, Knock with 25, Hampus with 20. Nip right now, they've got the firepower.
And he's not bottom fragging the kind of bottom fragging where you're not doing, you're never doing anything.
Exactly.
He's having a couple of rounds here and there where he gets just the right kill at the right time, and that's good, you know, like that's fine.
Clutching a pistol.
Exactly. Just, you know, get some of these rounds in, and you still have a lot to say. Hampus in the middle alone. It looks like they want to hit this B bomb site and see if they can just get this win on. Early in the year here, that I mean, again, both against Astralis and against Big, NIP absolutely outperforming everyone's expectations if this goes through. And there is a bit of a double setup out there, and they're pushing Tabson out of that A bomb site. So he's checking it. He knows what is coming in a couple of seconds. I'm
actually really surprised to see that xantares isn't rotating over, and he is going to head over now.
Yeah.
Or is he? He's trying to make up his mind, but Tabson's pushed all the way into T-spawn. He's found nobody. They have to absolutely be positive now that there's going to be a B hit from NIP.
Yeah, they're a little bit paranoid. Searson, though, yeah, this is now, they definitely know, but there is the response. Tizian with 1 kill, but they might as well keep going here, NIP. It's not going to get better if you wait. 38 seconds on the clock. Tizian scopes up, and he can't find anyone. Tabson walking up right behind him. Hampus has made his way into the middle, and Tabson, oh no! He gets found down to 28 seconds, and Hampus in the middle. He should have caught Keto right there. I don't know what's going on in this round. Everyone has lost their minds, including me. xantares is now down by the bench. 15 seconds. There should be at least 1 free kill for him, and that might be enough to settle the round. He's walked out. He's not seen one, but he drops the bomb. No bomb plant. And he still goes down. 16-12. 2 maps against Astralis. 2 maps against Big. NIP are definitely here to play. And I mean, yeah, that is everything riding on 1 bullet, on 1 kill there in the end to clutch it out on the final round. NIP coming alive for Swedish CS. They can be proud of their performance here. 4-0 in maps, in the groups, and they are through. No showdown for these guys. It's straight through to the finals. That is incredibly cool. Really, really well done. Again, Don't think many people would have necessarily expected that. I mean, even if they did win it on 2 maps against both those teams, what a surprise! What a great surprise at the beginning of the group here. I'm lying down on that couch, just chill out.
Well, clearly,
have a good time.
You know, sometimes you usually think it's just the PR talking when these teams are like, "Oh, we haven't unlocked our power, right? We need to make a change to the roster because clearly we're not performing at the level we know we can." And usually you're just like, "Right, okay, fine, fair enough."
Yeah.
Clearly, something needed to change, and while this is a fantastic performance from NIP, it all worked for them, and they managed to get 4-0 in the groups like this with the players. I mean, ZTR can absolutely be proud of his performance. He didn't top frag, but he had clutch moments. He really did come through. He did what his team needed him to do, and the rest of the team, it looks like they were able to just build off of that. And so, once again, shout out to Blast. I mean,
we're getting it all.
Set this up with the teams so that we have these free cams like this, so we can see the teams and their environment. But you know, look at that. Even the CEO was there.
They're all enjoying it.
He should just chilling.
Man, I'm so impressed. What a great job coming out of NIP. Let's send it over to the desk. I want to hear their thoughts as well. This was so well done out of them. So Banks and the boys, what do you think of this game?
I think this is a nip we can get behind. It's one that we love to see and one we didn't expect to see considering the circumstances of bringing a new young player. With just 3 days practice, they took down the 2 teams that on paper were supposed to be marching forward in Group 1.
Yeah, it's crazy. So many facts that we have to talk about right now. ZTR's debut with NIP. They go in beating Astralis and Big. They beat Astralis on their Inferno. They beat Big on their Mirage 2-0-2-0. What else do you want? That is the upset. That's probably one of the greatest upset of 2021 already.
Well, you know what I want? I want to see that last round again, Maniac, because you said something to me during that moment that there is no way Big can lose this round.
Look, I stand by it. At this very time, when tabseN is in T-spawn, there should be no way in hell Big would lose that round. They have a deep angle with cersei, but he's way too committed in his position. He gets traded instantly. Then Tizian locks in the kill with the M4. He could go back, but for some reason, he picks up the AWP and stays close quarter combat instead of rotating to the side and staying alive, which means now that tabseN just lost his timing. Plopsky is waiting for it, and that's it. The round is over right now. That's a 3 versus 2 for NIP. They have 25 seconds to play with. I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand how this round happened.
Maybe Tizian doesn't pick up the AWP in that scenario, maybe backs away.
He could have a position.
I mean, I will argue that they did everything correct up until the point of him picking up the AWP. The thing is, he felt that he had to be aggressive to bait for
But even now!
He needs to buy time. Yeah, you're right. There was a lot of different occasions there where they shouldn't have won the round. But you got to give it up for NIP as well. The fact that they have a player in middle lurking around window, constantly being annoying, right? They did everything they could in order to give themselves a chance of winning the round. As for Tizian, so we don't point too many fingers, right? I think